Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to DRW Radio episode 104, and tonight it's a special one-on-one interview. Last night on Rebellion, we saw the epic return of Aaron Youngblood, but it was bittersweet. Aaron Youngblood match of the year with Steve Starkiller Smith, but due to some outside interference, due to a lot of outside interference, Steve Starkiller Smith walks away with the win. Aaron, welcome back to DRW Radio. Welcome back to DRW. You're feeling pretty angry right now. Let the DRW universe in on what's going on in your head.
First off, I want to thank you for bringing me back in here. I know I've been gone for a while, had some little stuff to take care of, obviously. But you know, with what happened on Rebellion, me and Smith all week long, going back and forth, I was even concerned he wasn't even going to be able to make a show. Little movements from the TV. But like he said, like we both said, it was just the wrong time for any of us to be near each other. I have major respect for Steve. Don't get me wrong on this. We're brothers in this art. We carry this show. But after what happened last night, I don't blame him. I don't see anything wrong with taking advantage of what he could have. And with a distraction which was created between the horsemen, I probably would have done the same. So, Steve, anytime you want to go back and forth one more time, just let me know.
Last night's Rebellion is one of the most shocking rebellions that has ever took place in DRW. We were live in Madison Square Garden. And on that night, Stoner. First, let's start at the beginning. Brian King would betray the Clique and join you, Aaron, laying both Clique members out. Later that night, Stoner would turn the tide. He would turn on Christian Rainey, leave Rainey broken and beaten in the middle of the ring. Him and TJ still the tag team champions. Then later that night, everybody trying to interfere in the championship match. Everybody wanted to get in on it. But you and Steve tore the house down. Numerous tables were broken. Guardrails were smashed. Glass tables were involved. Aaron, the question is, Wednesday night, September 9th, live in Brooklyn at the Barclays Arena. In the main event, your main event in Rebellion one more time. You and Brian King get your tag team title shot against Omega Level. Are you going to make things right? Or are you going to fail again?
You're going to ask me if the Prince of DRW is going to fail. Sir, you better correct yourself, because me and Brian King know each other back and forth, left and right, whatever way you want to go. They say that blood makes you family. No. It just makes you related. The one thing that will make you family is the loyalty between one another. And by God, I tell you, me and King, we've been through hell together. We are brothers inside and out. I will not let that boy down. I refuse to let Egghead Stoner get the best of me. And you know what? Just beating TJ in a tag match will prove to you all who the real Elite Champion is. Now you see, going back to what happened at the start of the show, I wouldn't say Brian King betrayed the Clique. I'm going to tell you that Brian King took the step which he needed to do to get away from all the harassment he was dealing, being called the weaker member of the Clique. You see, me and Brian used to belong to that quote-unquote family. And when we step away from the shadow, you see who the real brains and the real fucking strength comes from. Nothing against Rainey. I'm sorry for what happened to him in that tag match. I'm sorry for the betrayal of Stoner. But you know what? The door's always open.
Wednesday night, September 9th, live in Brooklyn at the Barclays Arena. It's an epic card. Stoner versus Rainey in the grudge match street fight. You and Brian tag up against Omega Level for the DRW tag team titles. A year ago, the tag team titles meant jack shit to this company, and in the matter of a couple of weeks, they're the hottest commodity going in DRW today. I just got a text message from the board of directors. They want me to announce it live on DRW Radio. If the Rebellion win the tag team titles, Aaron Youngblood will put himself in the main event at Battle Clash to make it a fatal 4-way. And if you win, Brian King will take your selective spot in the Battle Clash match. The board of directors has now put everything on the line. The tag titles, a spot in the main event, a spot in the co-main event for Brian. The Horsemen, the Rebellion, what's left of the Clique, Blood Money, Epic Immortality.
You're gonna throw the Clique into this mix. The faction that literally erased itself from DRW.
It happens.
Now let me make this clear. There is a faction inside of DRW that has been yet to surface. It's itching and it's crawling for its last two members. It's not a rebellion, it's not a clique, and it doesn't ride on a fucking horse. God forbid we bare our teeth. Ladies and gentlemen, for the fucking Wolfpack.
You heard it here first. The Rebellion have now changed their name to the Wolfpack. Now, we talk about huge events. September 27th, live in the Georgia Dome in Atlanta, in my hometown. Aaron, if you win at the Barclays Arena in Brooklyn, you get a one-way ticket to Atlanta to the main event to make everything right. This could very well be the biggest match in DRW history. The match too big for Dark Mania. This is the biggest chance that you have had since coming back home. You have a lot of pressure.
Let me start this off. The day that I came home to where I met my start, I was the World Heavyweight Champion alongside Christian Rainey. And then what happened? Eric Youngblood and Christian Rainey, the Kid, met in the ring to unify both belts, to become the unified World Heavyweight Champion. And I walked out victorious. I'm going to tell you right now, the moment I win those tag belts with Brian, and that moment when I win that fatal 4-way match, history will only repeat itself when the Prince finally regains his throne. It could be TJ Shadows, it could be Christian Rainey, and it could be my brother-in-arms, Steve Smith, for God's sakes. I don't care who I have to go through. I'm getting my belt.
Wednesday night, it's all on the line for you, Aaron. The tag titles, the main event spot. Brian has a chance to enter the Battle Clash. Hell, at the next pay-per-view, it could very well be you versus Brian if everything planned out right. But the question is, Aaron, it's not will you win. You now have to look at can you win. Since you've been back, you've made an impact. You put Steve through a TV. You had a 5-star match with Steve, probably one of the matches of the year. But you've yet to win. You've yet to win the big one. There's doubt in the back. The guys in the locker room are starting to talk. Maybe the Prince isn't meant to be the king.
Now you see, that's where people cross the line. Because there's already a king, and his name is Brian. I'm not meant to be a king. I'm not meant to be a god. I am not some kind of sanctuary in DRW. I'm a plain guy with one goal. And that goal, thank you, my friend Christian, is to be better than the best. And you know what? I've done it before and I'll do it again. This is war, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't some little kid game. This is where boys become men. This is where those men shed blood and tears to become who they are. And God damn it, if I haven't earned my name and if I haven't earned my spot, let God strike me down. Aaron Youngblood's name will never be erased from DRW history as the best in the business.
It all goes down September 9th live in Brooklyn at the Barclays Arena. It's already sold out. Tickets went on sale and sold out in 15 minutes. The main event, Omega Level versus the Rebellion. Now let's run down the card. The opener, the epic rematch, Chris Cage versus Josh Collins. Miguel Roderick will go one-on-one with the rookie Nick Anthony. Arceus one-on-one with JM Domingo. The grudge match, the street fight, Stoner versus Christian Rainey, and the main event, the tag team titles, the spot in the main event, the co-main event spot, Omega Level to defend the tag team titles versus the Rebellion, now known as the Wolfpack. Tickets are sold out for September 27th live in the Georgia Dome. Fans, you are going to get your money's worth. Now, Aaron, you were there at Rebellion. You had the match with Steve Starkiller. The talk in the back. Battle Clash. The biggest pay-per-view of the summer. How big is this pay-per-view to you?
To me? Battle Clash? Huh. You need 3 accesses to get to this level. You want to talk about an Omega level? Here you go.
This is where it all begins again for you. You were at the top once. Steve was the guy that took you down. Steve was the guy who kept you down last night. You have a chance one more time, September 9th. This is where it all begins again for you. You have a shot at redemption. Let us know how you feel.
Redemption? This is my climb to my throne. One that TJ Shadows has settled upon long enough. One that false prophets think that they earn, that they deserve. But until these men learn what it's like to be in a sadist dreamland with Youngblood, nobody has earned their spot but me. The only men that I know that have ever earned their right to call themselves Elite Champions, is one such as you, Zero. Not many others have earned that right. At least not in my books.
You have a shot at a redemption come September 9th live in Brooklyn at the Barclays Arena, where so much history has been made in the wrestling world. It's already sold out. All you have to do is stand in front of 15,000 people and win. Fans, September 9th live in Brooklyn at the Barclays Arena. Wednesday Night Rebellion goes live on Spike TV. It's a live 2-hour special. The main event, Omega Level, the Wolfpack Tag Team titles. Do not miss it. It is a can't Miss Special live on Spike TV. If you miss it, kill yourself. You will never see anything like this ever again. But now, fans,
missed this. We fucking missed this episode. You know that kendo stick that Steve got met with? You're gonna be finding me hiding in your bedroom basement, or whatever the fuck it's called. You're gonna wake up with welts across your back, and maybe a missing eyeball.
Aaron, a couple more questions before we get off here. You're back. How long?
I can't really give you a clear answer. How about then, now, and forever?
One more question, Aaron. If you win September 9th, if you win the Elite title September 27th, it's not the title that makes the man, it's the man that makes the title. TJ has done a great job in making that the title in this business. So much history, so much prestige already. Are you going to be able to fill the shoes?
I'm not a fighting chance I'm not a fighting champion for no reason. Give me your best shot with whatever you got. You think TJ Shadows can take this belt to the heights? Please. I was hand-selected by other men because they knew what I could do. I'm going to take this belt higher than the DRW God could ever do.
Alright, fans, you heard it here live. Aaron Youngblood says he is going to win September 29th. He is going to win September 27th. Tune in. Get the DRW network for just $9.98 a month. See this pay-per-view live on pay-per-view, iPay-per-view. Pretty sure you can catch a free stream somewhere on the internet. Get this pay-per-view. Get Rebellion live on Spike TV. Thank you all for joining us on DRW Radio episode 104. Thank you, Aaron, for coming out here. Much obliged. I hope to have you back many more times. Good night. Godspeed. Party on.